My name is Jim Estes, and today I'm going to talk about a drill that I think is extremely important for the swing plane. So what I want you to do is, and this, by the way, is going to give you an instant understanding of exactly the feeling you want to have in the golf swing. Take a club. You can put a rod, alignment rod, in the grip, or I'm sorry, in the butt end of the golf club. Take the golf club, turn it like you're going to hold it, and then what I want you to do is take that club, put it right against your left hip, so you're holding both clubs here. Now you've got an alignment rod on the ground and a golf ball, and what I want you to do, getting into your good posture position, your weight over the arches, feel balanced. The insides of the heels are going to be about the width of your hips. Take a swing back, slow motion, and trace with that alignment rod the target line all the way up. The shaft should be parallel to your target line at the top, and then slowly coming down, trace the line. And do this in slow motion. Right into the impact position. So this is a great feedback tool, visual feedback tool for learning the proper swing plane. Go right to your impact position. I encourage you to do this drill in slow motion, and if you have 5 minutes a day, if you do this drill every day, I guarantee you're going to improve your golf swing. So again, I think you'll find this to be extremely helpful. JimEstesGolf.com if you have any questions. In actual fact, the more you point the shaft to the left at the top of the swing, the more you'll actually throw the club out. So, most guys that have the club, what we call cross the line, or say, if I were to draw a line to designate, let's say the club is over there, those guys tend to come down more from the inside. So their hand path will be more this way. The guys that point the shaft to the left do what you do. They tend to come out here. So you'll see your club comes outside just a bit. So you're steep. You're a little too steep. The angle of approach is too vertical. So we're going to change your club position to look more like this at the top. And if you watch golf, you can see the Koreans are taking over golf. And one of the reasons is they took the martial arts model and they applied it to golf.
Oh, really?
So Tong Soo Do, which is a martial arts karate, they learned poses and they did motion. In slow motion, they would move their bodies through the different poses. That's how they learned golf. So what we're looking to do here now, this girl Choi, she's a little where you are, but not quite to the point where you are. But what I want to do is show you what she does on the downswing.
She reroutes the club.
Right, she reroutes it. So her backswing plane.
Yeah, I read a book from David Leaderbetter about the ace swing. It's just very hard to do that reroute.
It is hard, but it's not hard to practice that. But you're right. But you have to know how to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But she does reroute it. Now it's done by the lower body. So the lower body initially starts toward the target. And that shallows out the plane of the swing. Now what you do is you start your downswing with your hand. So if you watch her very carefully here, Kevin, she's going to get what we call co-activation, where your lower body starts to move before your upper body, or they're moving simultaneously. So as she's finishing the backswing, her hips are moving toward the target.
So
now,
in order to do that, does that mean I have to hold my hands on the top of the club?
You have to practice the motion. So watch her very closely here. Right there. See, her arms are still going back. You see her body's already starting forward. And so the hips actually move toward the target first. And then they start to turn out of the way. So, what am I really saying here? I don't want you to think about these things while you're playing golf. I want you to practice the movements independently with motion training. You can get in front of the mirror, put your hands here, and practice moving your hips without moving your hands. But for the golf course, today, in this lesson, we're going to get your club in a different position at the top. Slightly different. More down the line. So your club's going to look more like this right here. See how his club's not pointed to the left?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. And that'll get your club coming down more like that. So yours is coming down a little steep. Yeah, and so that's where you get the inconsistency. That's not that steep, though. I mean, that's not way steep is what I'm saying.